Go to TAPgiles.com to learn dreams, engage my services, and support the channel. Now, once you've kind of finished making your cool collectible coin thing, earlier we were using emitters to kind of make copies of these everywhere, and then we can edit the original, and then when we play the game again, it'll emit the new version. But another way of doing this is to have this be a separate object, and we want the kind of the emitted effect to be part of this object as well. So to do that, first group them up, and then select it, and then click on Save as New Creation. And this will make a new creation, a new element. So this is the actual collectible. And now this is actually a reference to that other element. So we can go and edit the source. And that's just saving the scene we came from. And this is the element of the that contains the collectible and the emitted thing. So we want that one to be on. There we go. So now we have like a space to edit these things just fine, and then we can save our changes. So if we just add something to this, maybe we can make this glint yellow. So it was white, now it's yellow. Cool. And then we can save our changes and return to previous creation, which is the scene we came from. So now when we play stuff that's still white because the changes haven't been updated. So we can go to update mode and click on update now. Okay, and now when we play time, now it's got the yellow glint. And these things are still emitting that thing, so they will have the yellow glint as well. But the key is we can now copy this around. So I'll just do those three for now. So let's copy one of those and make sure it's on. Yep. I'll use X-ray mode so we can see our little reference for where the ground is. And let's have that be over there. But now this means that I can edit the original of this, so we don't actually need this anymore. Oh, let's change that. Let's ungroup that. We don't need this thing anymore because we're not emitting it. We just have that copied around as normal. But now we can still edit the original, edit the source of any of those because they're just copies. So we're going over to the element now. Cool. And then we can come in here and change it again. So maybe we change this to have, let's turn off sticker mode again, to have this crazy stuff going on with this mode. And let's have it, more strength so we can see more of the texture. And now we can go sticker mode, and it looks a bit weird now, but just to test, let's go with that. And back to our scene. And then update. Now if you don't want to have to update manually every time, you can turn on auto update. And then when you go in to edit this scene, it will say, has this element changed outside of the scene? And if it has, it will update it and let you know. But for now, I'll click on update now. Cool, and now let's see if that's changed. Yep, so it's changed to that kind of thicker, weirder looking effect. You can see it up close like that. So that's all updating fine. Something to be aware of, right, so if I import the collectible, it's over there. So it's kind of messed up where it's importing to. So let's go and fix that first. And you'll notice it also is, each of these is a copy with its own effect to emit. And that's something we're going to fix as well. So I'm just going to delete all of this stuff. boop, and then re-import it and sort that out. So let's fix the grab point. That's what it's called. This grab point over here. So that has been put over there for some reason. So we can move it around by dragging it around. You can press triangle and it will put it in like a neutral central position. I'm going to put it kind of at the bottom there. Where that is. There's a tutorial I have on YouTube all about grab points and how that works with other gadgets like the auto guide and the obey auto guide setting. So check that out. So now when I import it, I'll be holding this object from this position and we'll be able to see it better. So now I've fixed that, I'll exit it. So as you saw, this is just a normal element. So you don't have to go into the scene and click on the thing and click on edit source. You can just edit this and you can still update it in this scene. So so now we haven't got one in here at all. So we go search and import it, and it's on the end of the imp as we saw at like the bottom of it. But remember, this has the other object that's going to emit, and it's kind of over there somewhere, I think. So if we go show hide and turn off preview invisibility, we can see all the effects and stuff. So we don't want to copy all of this stuff every time, because then we'll have copies of these everywhere as well. We just want one of those and lots of the actual coin. So first ungroup it, and now we can move them around separately. So this will be emitted, so we can just leave that over there for safekeeping, and this will be the actual coin we see. So let's click on X-ray and we can see the chip again, and make sure that's at the bottom like that, and then use precise move to kind of make our little route. Cool. And now all these copies will automatically, they have the emitter in, and they all reference this one. So it's a lot cheaper to do it this way, just have one of these and all these copies of the emitter referencing the same thing. And now they should all work as normal. Yay! So that's how you can update it. Something to be aware of about like exporting and stuff, save as new creation, is if we go out here and look at the element, it is a remix of that test scene. So it remixed this, deleted everything apart from that object we selected, which has the coin and the effect to emit, and that was it, and just left it like that. So when we release this, it will need this to be released as well. So if you release this as playable, for example, it will say, oh, we need to upload the element as private or play or remixable. And if we wanted to release this separately though, if we tried to do that now, release as public, it'll ask us to release the scene. Yeah, it will say we need to release the scene as well. This scene will have to be remixable, which means anyone can like remix it and take stuff from it or release it as their own game or something like that, which might not be what you want to happen. So the reason for that is this is a remix of that scene, and if that scene is released in some way, then the only way this could be a remix of it is if that scene is remixable. So it'll kind of force you into a position where you have to release this as remixable if you want to release this as its own separate thing. So it's generally a good idea, instead of making new stuff in a scene, make new stuff in an element. And then you can always import that into a scene if you want to later on. It gives you more control over things.
Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something interesting. Go to patreon.com/TAPgiles to learn something new every day.